The livestock shows are the opportunity for our 4-H, FFA, and other agriculturally inclined students from throughout Columbia County to come out to the fairgrounds, raise livestock, animals, rabbits, poultry, hogs, goats, dairy heifers, beef heifers, and steers, and bring them to the fair. And it culminates with the shows here at the fair. It's an important part of agriculture. It is what began fairs, is, you know, everybody coming to town and bringing the best they had to offer and coming to town and showing it off. But it's also about teaching our young people responsibility and just bringing the whole community together.
Feed her and brush her, give her baths and shave her and stuff. We shaved her from the front right here, I think, and she laid down. And we had to use Swiss rolls and stuff to make her, so that way we could shave her.
There's two parts of the competition. There is to show how good your meat goat or your nanny goat is, and then there's the showmanship part, which is when you show off how good you can show off your goat, basically.
Our fair is unique in that our livestock program does not require you to be a member of 4-H or FFA in order to participate. And that's not taking anything away from those wonderful organizations, but we are trying to encourage other people that, for whatever reason, maybe they're into sports and they don't have time to devote to being an FFA member on the side, but this still allows them to raise an animal and come out to the fair and be part of it and have that agricultural connection.
My steer is an Angus cross. He's crossed with Maine T and Charolais. You're supposed to raise your steer and try to make it have like a little bit of fat on it and make sure it has really good muscles.
They get a personal feeling of, you know, I succeeded. I did something good with myself. I learned. I started in FFA not knowing anything about agriculture, not knowing where the hog came from, not knowing about everything, and then all of a sudden I'm raising hogs that I'm selling to children that are showing them through the arena, and I'm getting a little bit of personal satisfaction, and that's important.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Chad Jones, and my nickname is Tracker. My granddaddy was a Florida cracker cattleman, and I am proud to be his grandson.
We're going to end up with a sale, and all the steers and the swine will be paraded into this arena, and with the community support they're going to be bought and sold. Some of them will go into the freezer to be used for the buyer's personal use. Some of it will go back into just a slaughterhouse, and then will end up on your table tomorrow night, perhaps.
$2.10 right here, the devil.
Some of it's donated back to other nonprofit organizations. For example, a buyer might be able to buy an animal and then donate it to the Christian Service Center to be distributed to some of our needy in the county. I think these projects do encourage people to stay in the family farm. At least it helps them to understand why the farm is important, and it does give them some encouragement. We do have some local farmers that are producing some of these hogs. They actually have hog farms, and they're selling hogs to these young people. So it is a cycle that just stays and keeps going, and some of these young people may end up becoming their own hog farmer and bringing animals back to the fair, or selling them to young people to bring back to the fair in years to come. And what a wonderful thing that is. With my own personal children, they started out showing some of these dairy heifers that were paraded earlier in the afternoon, and it ended up with them having their own herd of Santa Gertrudis cattle. So there are some people that once they get into the project, they keep moving through, and it just becomes a permanent thing. It's a lifestyle for them. And how wonderful if we could bring back some of our family farms and how important they are to the world.